Hi everyone, my name is Romy, and this channel is going to be about my journey from diagnosis, treatment, reconstruction, and everything else in between. Bear with me, I'm really new at this. I'm kind of camera shy, and you know, it's really not my thing, but I gotta do this to help myself. So anyway, let me start from the beginning. I was diagnosed in 2014, and I'm going to tell you everything from the beginning. So if I leave anything out that you may have questions about, feel free to leave the questions below. Okay, this is what happened. I was in my shower taking a bath, and I noticed something in my breast. I'm like, I don't remember feeling this before, and it felt hard and lumpy. So I said, this is cancer. This immediately is cancer. That's the first thing that came to my mind. And I felt an overwhelming sense of dread. But I said to myself, we're gonna wait 2 weeks, and after my cycle, and then we'll go from there. I went to work, and when I went to work, I spoke to my associate. My associate was like, you need to go to the doctor and get this checked out, because with everything that's going on, you have to be on the safe side. You never know. I said, all right, fine. I went to go see my physician. Excuse me, and he says, what you need to do is get an ultrasound to be on the safe side. I wouldn't worry about it, but you need to get this checked out as soon as possible. I said, okay, fine. So I went to the imaging center, and I'm on the table, and the tech is there, and she's using her wand to go over my breast, and she's taking many pictures. And as she's taking the pictures, I look at the screen, and the lump is so dense. I said, if it's fibroids, that's one thing. If it's cancer, it's another thing. But it was very odd shaped, and it didn't look well. So I said, I'm not happy. So I left, and I contacted my aunts, my cousins, my friends, whoever. I said, you need to pray for me, because I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. I just can't deal with cancer right now, because 10 years ago, my mother died of stomach cancer, So I was going through hell with my mom, and here I am again going through hell, but this time me personally, So anyway, 2 weeks after getting my ultrasound, they sent me my results, and it said suspicious activity, and it is highly recommended that I have a mammogram. And I'm scared. I'm scared. And I'm getting this pain in my stomach, like, oh my God, this is real, So I go to the physician, and he was like, okay, I'm going to write a prescription for you, but remain positive, you don't need the stress. I said, okay, fine. So I go and get my mammogram, and let me tell you, I don't care what anyone says, it is very painful. It's like, imagine putting your breast in one of those panini sandwich makers, and boom, that's it. And they squeeze and squeeze. I'm like, is this heifer trying to make juice with my breast? There's no juice coming out of here, and there's definitely no milk. I was like, and she was like, oh, turn here, turn there. And every time she told me to turn, the machine just got tighter. And my period came on that day, And ladies, you know, when you get your period, your breasts are even more tender. And guess what? The lump got bigger. Every cycle, the lump just kept getting bigger. So I said, man, this is crazy. So in my mind, I'm like, Lord, please just take this pain away, because I just can't deal with it. I can't. I just cannot deal with it. So she says, Mommy, I'm almost finished. I said, all right, fine. Just try to be a little more gentle. She's like, Mommy, I am. I was like, child, I hate to see if you being rough. So she laughed, and I was like, haha. So anyway, I left. I felt a little more optimistic and everything. And a week later, I got my results, and I wasn't, being funny. It really did get bigger, and they measured it, and the measurements from the ultrasound and the measurements from the mammogram showed an increase. So I was like, no, this thing is moving fast. It's not playing with me. So I said to the PA, what's next? He was like, you need to have a biopsy so we can rule out, this or that or whatever. So I said, okay, fine. So I go home, and this time I started being serious about it. I went really deep into Google. And let me tell you, if you're sick and you Google your symptoms, you might as well just sign your death certificate, because it tells you have everything. But because my mom was a nurse, and there are several people in my family who are in the medical field, and I'm in the medical field as well, I knew better. And basically, I had every symptom that is out there. I even went into the mirror and I squeezed my breast, and out of my breast came blood and pus, and it smelled. I don't know if you've ever smelled something that was infected, but that's what it smelled like. It was just so nasty that I just turned to my face. I was like, oh. And then I just cried and cried and cried and cried. And I said, I don't need confirmation. I already know exactly what I have. I said, I have it. There's no doubt. And I called my aunt, and I spoke to her husband. Her husband is a pediatrician, and they were trying to calm me down. And I said, there's no reason for you to calm me down. I already know it. It is what it is. But I just didn't want to deal with it. So I said, I just have to deal with it in my own way. So anyway, I'm sorry. My son is bothering me right now. But just I'm almost finished. I got like 2 minutes. So anyway, he made me lose my train of thought. So I went to my biopsy, and when I was in the room getting the biopsy, the doctor was there. There was 2 nurses, there was a tech, and some other paraprofessionals there. So as he's, giving me the anesthetic to, prevent me from feeling any pain, I just laid there, and I tried to think about other things, but it wasn't easy laying there and having all these strangers pick and prod and try to calm me down. But so anyway, so as the lab tech is using the wand, because she's being assisted by the physician, he's telling her this and that and so forth. So he makes an incision, and he's being guided by the lab tech, because it is a guided biopsy. Sorry, I forgot, it's been a while. So anyway, I noticed that when he's taking the samples, he takes samples from my breasts,